Stay tuned for additional announcements. Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura, and I'm being kind of devilish this evening. Hopefully, the new format for this show is going to work, but what I would like to do is only mediumship, only other side connections for the first 30 minutes. And I will know, even though you might try to sneak in a life reading, and say, oh, bring in my father or something, or I want another side connection. As a medium, I'll check for that. And if I don't find any energy there, I'll know immediately that you're really trying to mask your life reading with another side connection. So if you're interested in other side connection, please tell Susie B. As she opens the line in the background and screens the callers, or you can let me know in the chat window that should be on the Blog Talk Radio page for this show. There's a chat box at the bottom. This is a new venue. It's called The Mix. That's what I'm calling this, and it's a mix of mediumship and messages and mediumship only. That's other side connections for the first 30 minutes of the show. I want to thank everybody for being here. I decided to drop the other network. I'd broken my show up into two parts. One was in part here on Blog Talk Radio, but the other part was on another network. I won't go into that, but let's just say it wasn't right for me. If you want to win a free session with me, mediumship or psychic reading, or I do a myriad of intuitive type services, just go to the website for this show, which is spiritmediumtv.com. spiritmediumtv.com, and join the mailing list at the upper right of that screen. The last winner for October, which I drew at the beginning of November, is Veronica. So as I mentioned already, that the first 30 minutes are going to be mediumship. And if I open the line and you ask me for a life reading because you weren't listening, I'm going to just very politely ask if you call back, because I am going to be very serious about this. Hopefully I get to start about 7:05, but I just wanted to answer a question of a client of mine who was a listener of the show, she had a wonderful set of questions. But actually, to tell you the truth, Alicia, who's the person who had the questions, the first four questions are really asking the same thing, but different levels of the same thing. And basically, I'm going to do them tonight, and then next week or another time I'll do the fifth question. So basically, to summarize, what I hear I've been asked is the following, and I hope it's of interest to everyone, because it is about this whole process, the mechanics of mediumship. So she had basically asked, what encourages the best connections to spirit for a medium? In other words, how do we get the best kind of connections? And so it goes to 3 or 4 different kind of situations. One is when there's no connection made, which has happened to me. There was one hour show a couple of weeks ago on Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. I used to do an hour show filled with mediumship. That show, I had no verified connections. You know, some shows are perfect, other shows are not. So why would it be that sometimes a medium cannot connect at all? Second situation is why do we have connections that are weak at times between the medium and the soul and spirit? The third situation is what is the best way to improve that? And then the fourth way, which is again pretty much asking what was already asked, what is the hindrance to a medium being able to connect? So it's a combination of many things, as you might think. It's not only the medium's responsibility. A lot of people think that. It's not. Literally, the sitter, that's the one receiving the messages, has to be very open. If they're not, they become a block to the process. The soul and spirit has to be wanting to speak and able to speak. And being able to speak means two things. One is, do they know how? Because they have to learn how. A great book on this subject is called Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton, where he he does a regression technique and brings people to a time when their souls between their lifetimes. And one of his examples at the beginning of that book shows a man trying to reach his grieving wife who's left on earth, and he's trying to send her energy and trying to get into her dreams. And they have to learn these skills. It's like you trying to learn telepathy. Okay, so they have to learn how to communicate. And the other part of it is there's two other possibilities. They may be in a holding place that they're not permitted to commit to communicate. Maybe they need to be in a place of rest. They may be in a place of contemplation. If they were heavily sedated or there's a lot of trauma when they passed, they would be in a place that's kind of rehabilitating them. Now, of course, everything is in the eternal now in the spirit world, and we're in the illusion of time. So, how does that really reflect to us as the medium? Well, I would just say that the soul is not in a place, either it's spiritually, emotionally, whatever, or maybe not, doesn't want to connect. That's the third thing. Soul may not want to talk to the one on earth at that time. So there are times when the soul is not going to make that connection. Okay. And in particular, I noticed that, as I just mentioned, when somebody's calling into the show and they're just darn curious, it's a game for them, or they want to really ask a life question and they're humoring me by saying, bring me somebody from the other side, as if this was one huge game, you're going to find no shows, no spirit shows. So that's very important to understand that. And then what hinders a medium's ability to connect or improves it? And that would be the following. Medium needs to be well rested, needs to be properly nutriated. Can't be eating a lot of you can't be taking a lot of alcohol or even eating a lot of junk food. Now, you may say, well, does that really? I know some psychics would say it doesn't have anything. I think it has a lot to do with it because it's like anything else. If you're not eating properly, your mind is going to be foggy. And as a medium, your mind has to be as sharp as a tack, extremely, extremely alert. And at the same time, you have to learn as a medium to be extremely alert mentally, but also very, very relaxed. The training of a medium is to go from our day-to-day mind, which is what I'm doing right now, to a meditative theta brainwave state, much as we have when we are literally in the dream state sleeping. If you can do the both, if you can be alert and awake while you're in the daydream state, then you're in the right state for mediumship. So our mental state has a lot to do with that. Emotional state. Well, some mediums could be affected more if they're emotionally upset. Some mediums do better when they're emotionally upset. I heard Lisa Williams say that once, and it was true. It's true for me as well. If I'm upset, it forces me to compartmentalize. And in the process of compartmentalizing or separating myself from my own feelings, I become more laser like focused, which is another aspect of what affects communication with the other side. The ability to focus on the part of the medium, the ability to focus on the part of the soul in spirit and be telepathic for both. And I don't think I mentioned the receiver of the messages, the sitter. The sitter has to be open. If you get somebody who's like, well, show me, or they want to know something very specific, and if you don't give them that one specific bit of information, then they're going to say you don't know what you're doing, or mediumship is not real, or whatever. Well, as I said a million times, this is not like going to McDonald's and ordering a hamburger. It is a receptive process. That means the medium is got to be open. They have to be neutral. They have to train to be neutral. They can't fill the channel. That's where the information, the psychic pipeline, if you will. They cannot fill it with their thoughts. They have to learn how to leave a space. So that's another aspect of this is training and learning. Training and learning is integral. It's nothing like getting on the horse and riding, right? Or getting on the bike and riding. You could tell somebody how to ride a bike, but they have to ride the bike to be successful at it. Okay, I'm just going to double check. We have a couple of donations, and I know those came in earlier today. There might have been a couple of slip in since there. No? Okay, good. Let me go back to Blog Talk Radio here. And we've got a couple of people in here. Uh, oh yeah, and another thing very important. If you want to be in the contest, oh, I already mentioned it. If you want to be in the contest to win a free reading, just go to spiritmediumtv.com and join our mailing list at the upper right of that screen. Okay, I'm going to go to Trish from area code 845. Hi, Trish. How are you today?
Hi, Laura. How are you tonight?
Well, I asked you first, girlfriend.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I liked your explanation in the beginning of the show. It's very informative.
Thank you, honey. And you know what?
Excellent.
Thank you. And I want to keep doing that, maybe bring up something interesting here and there. Now, in the middle of the show, I'm going to bring Susie B on, and she'll talk a little bit. I forgot, Susie, I'm just saying that for your benefit. Around you, Trish, I do feel a father figure, a male energy, if you will. I'm going to give it a broad stroke. There's also a mother there for you. Okay, didn't I bring in somebody for you recently to me, love?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. All right. Where is
No.
845? Where's 845?
Oh, where is it?
Yeah.
It's in New York.
Yeah, but where in New York? Upstate or Long Island or?
No, it's Rockland County.
Oh, Rockland County. Sure, I should know that.
Yes.
I was talking to
Yes.
somebody on the phone today with 845 and she told me it was from Rockland County. Okay, well,
Yes.
actually,
Correct. Rockland County.
the first person actually is turning more into female than male, and it looks like a woman who is motherly, actually from a more senior generation, unless you're older, and then this could be a mom, but what I see is more of a grandma type. And I see her as a little bit more robust in physique, i.e., carrying some weight, a little bit of weight. She seems to have a little bit of an accent or a little bit of a lilt in her speech, like and a high voice, very pretty voice. Not like that, a little bit of a lilt in it, like as if she'd learned English as a second language. And she looks, you're going to laugh at this. I hope you're going to laugh at this. But she's showing me herself like at a lower level of the house, as if she liked to cook in a basement, or if it was the ground level, it just looks like it's down for some reason like that. Um, and let me see if it's the same thing. Short hair, not real short, is kind of curly. I see gray in it. It's gray is the hair goes around. It's like a layered cut, so it's a little long behind the ears also, but it's at the nape of the neck. It doesn't go long in the image she's giving me.
Mm-hmm.
Mother figure. I'm trying to see more of her. I see spectacles or glasses. I see a rounder nose, which is kind of interesting, and fleshiness in the cheek area. Like, and it's she's not real thin, so there's like a little bit of a looseness around the jawline, if you will, as we go into the neck. I'm sorry for this, but that's what I'm seeing. She's actually putting a spotlight on herself to say hello. Now, do you understand this for anyone yet? Because I can give you more information.
I need more information.
Okay. Well, she's.
I'm not. Do you
Oh.
want me to add to it or no?
No, no. Let me just see, because she could tell me more.
Oh.
I thought you would.
Oh.
I thought you knew already, because you're going. So I thought maybe you knew who it was already. I just wanted to
No,
double
no.
check.
I'm trying to like.
Okay. Uh, she. Hold on. There's a few things coming in, but they're half baked. So excuse me. I have to. Yeah, she likes to cook. Okay, I say that she's in the kitchen. She likes to cook. She's more of a grandma type, more of a mothering type. She could be even your mother. I don't really know. She has this high blood pressure. She had high blood pressure. Her caloric intake was wrong. She ate too much. Okay. Well, now she's showing me the back behind the kitchen. So this kitchen just doesn't have windows in it. That's what the thing is. Because as I move down the hallway, then I see a bedroom there. I see beds on the right, and I see a window. There's light coming in. So she's not in the basement. She's trying to show me that. 1 second, we'd be silent for a second because I wanted to see if she wants to show me what's going on with her. There's a male in her family line younger than her. That means if it's your mother's mother, you have an uncle. If it could be your father's mother, also could be an aunt, but a grand aunt, kind of like that. And as I mentioned, there's already a little bit of it, like an English, not English, but English is a second language. Okay, she's got cardiovascular issues. She has cholesterol issues. She's out of breath a lot. It's hard for her to get around towards the end. It looks like she's having trouble taking care of things around the house. It looks like she's taking care of a father figure. In other words, her husband or someone like that is around her also. And there's also a feeling of a dog with her. So that means either somebody in the family lost a dog who's now there with her in spirit, or that she had a dog during her life when she was on Earth. I can't tell the difference. Let me just see if she'll tell me what she passed of, and then we'll come back to you. Heart. It just seems like more heart issues than anything. There's also something to do with the overweight, which causes other problems like blood sugar issues and cardiovascular issues. We already said, and high blood pressure, out of breath a lot, and not complaining too much about any of this. More keeping it to herself, but yet hard for her to get around. Overweight. You don't know who this is?
No.
Okay.
Not.
Well, that's who it is. There's also a K, like a Catherine or Katerina coming in on this, which may or may not be her exact name, but it's there in the family, or a K or a C kind of name. Okay, so what I'm going to
I know the K name, and do you want me to add anything or no?
Please add. Yes, go ahead.
Are you getting the K for a female or male?
All I know is I all of a sudden heard cats, like cat. I thought it was Catherine, but could be anybody really. It doesn't have to be her. If it sounds like something that we'll just leave it like that. You don't need to say much more.
No, my mother's first name is Catherine.
Oh, okay. Well, but your mother didn't look anything like that? She's on Earth. Okay.
No, she's here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. I think this is somehow related to your mother. It could be her mother. It could be a grand aunt. Like it could be a grand aunt to you, like a sister to your grandmother. Okay. So you're going to have to maybe search a little bit in the background there to figure that out. She's laughing a little bit. Now, do you have relatives that come from other country, like in the grandmother?
Yes.
Okay. Are they Italian?
No.
Oh, they could be Polish or Italian or something like that. There's a lilt there in the language that I can hear they're coming from somewhere else, where she is in particular. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that for you because it's 7:17 p.m. I want you to think about that, ruminate about it. You can come in another time on the show and we'll try to get you in for something. But I'm pretty sure that it's somebody related to your mother, is like from the senior generation to her.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate that, and thank you very much.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
bye.
Okay. I do have to go to some people who made a donation. If they're here for, Sharon's here for life reading. We got Anna, who's here for Other Side Connection. Okay, Colita made a donation. She's here for Other Side. So I'm going to go to her, and then I'm going to go to whoever's else in the queue. Hey, Colita, honey, how are you, sweetheart?
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm great, love. Thank you for your donation. Haven't heard from you in a long time, except on Facebook. All of a sudden, you popped up with those beautiful pictures. Everybody listening, Kalita sees spirits, and she takes photos of them. She's very she's very psychic, and she's not frightened of anything. That's what I'm saying. Even though you may think you are, you're not anymore. Okay, let's go to see who's here for you. Do you want me to bring it? I brought in a lot of people for you. Brought in your grandma. I think I brought in, wasn't it you that I brought in your mom and your father for, honey? Yes, it was you. Okay. Who do you want to speak with, sweetie? Rather than me go over.
Whoever has a message for me. And by the way, I love your page as well.
Oh, thank you, sweet. Thank you. Well, I think I've said this to you before. I think you were able to identify him, though, but there's also a male to you that's like a cousin or somebody in your peer group. He's not that much. If he's younger than you, could be a nephew or something, but he doesn't feel that young. I brought him in once before, I think, for you also. Recall that? Do you recall that, honey?
Yes, the guy who's a singer or something.
I don't remember what I said. I just feel a little bit of that energy around your male to you as well. That's not that old, not a father or mother. All right, let me just see who was predominant, because it's just a brush of him. Whoever it is not breathing well. I'll just say that. It's Mom. Okay, Mom. She says, oh, you take my breath away. I don't know why she says that. We'll just continue. See, you take my breath away, Kalita. You're gonna laugh at this one. What have you been cooking lately? Because she says with your cooking, you must be smelling up the house lately with something. Yes? Yeah, she's saying you take my breath away, and there's something that you're cooking in the house. You might have even had like too much smoke around from it or whatever. She says it reminds me of either. I hear collard greens, but I also hear something to do with a fishy smell, so it's all together. Okay, Ma says, take it easy on that stuff and try to clear the house out a little bit there. She says, you're overdoing it with the spices too. And she says, if you have a little problem digesting, or your husband is, and remember we talked about his stomach problem, she says, that's probably why. Oh, wow, Mom's up to she's up to some mischief tonight, okay? She loves you, though, very much, as you know. Let me see what her hair looks like tonight. Her hair is more sedate. She's feeling good today. She loves all the work you've done on yourself and on your relationship with her. And she says she's been working on that from where she is. Now, where she sits is very demure in this beautiful chair. I'll describe the chair in a moment, but she has a cigarette in her hand, almost looking like a movie star tonight. Of course, you get a lot of your good looks from her because she's looking very, very pretty. Okay, she's a svelte figure, nice figure. She's seated on a chair, and you might have a chair like this in your home. That's why I care to describe it. Did your mom ever smoke, by the way?
Never.
Never? Okay. Well, she's holding a cigarette. I don't know why she's doing that. Like, maybe look like a movie star. I'll just give it to her. Okay. I don't know why that's so. And I said that to you once before. Remember, I think I told you I saw her smoking, and you said she never smoked on Earth. So she's showing me that again. So I don't know what's up with that. Do you smoke?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow. Okay, she still hasn't scolded you about that, but it could be doing something to do with that. Okay, she's seated on a chair. Reminds me of something you might have seen in an old movie or something. It's kind of like got a round top to it. It's padded. It's like, not wood. It's not a wooden or hard surface. It's got cushioning to it, and it's round. It's got a round seating area. You might see that maybe it just looks like it's from the 40s or the 30s. It's like a very pretty chair, interesting kind of thing to it. But round in the seat, it goes straight down to the ground, and there's no legs that you can see. It's all solid. And then it's got a round back, and that's all padded as well. It's on the beige side. Do you have a seat like that in your house?
No.
Okay, well, she's seated on this seat and she's saying hello. And let me see what she wants to say to you besides the cooking. She says, keep your hair long. She likes it long. I hope you haven't cut it. She says, keep your hair long. She likes it long. That's my phone in the background. I forgot to silence it. How do you wear your hair, Kalita?
Um, I wear it sometimes in free spray out or up in a ponytail.
So it is long.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Okay, so she says keep it long. She likes it long. She says your face is beautiful these days. You look very radiant. She's very happy with your hair. She already said that, and she wants you to keep everything the way it is. You have a question for her, please? Otherwise, I'm going to go on to the next person.
Yes, I just want to ask, do things get better and Jason in our favor?
Will things get better with Jason and you? What?
Would things get better in our favor as far as the children in certain situations?
Okay. Now you are using another side connection for a life reading, and I don't permit that on the show. So what I will do, though, since you made a donation, I will give you a quick look-see at that answer, because she's not supposed to answer those questions for you. She's not your guide. She's just your mother.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
No, that's all right, honey. Relax. No te preocupado, as they say in Espanol. It's the only thing I know how to say in Spanish. Every now and then that pops out of my mouth because it sounds good. Okay, let's see. Will things get better for you and Jason, you said, right? And your son, right? Is that what you said, honey?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, let me see. No, not right away. A lot of change has to happen first. You're trying to put things in order right now, but it's not completely set up yet, whatever it is the structure that you're trying to create. But once you do create it, it will be very difficult to harm any of you. So it seems like you're trying to do something about it. Whatever you're doing is right, it just hasn't fallen into place yet. Yes? Understand?
Yes, and I wanted to ask you, I know you have to go, I need your opinion real quick. I was told to take my mom's memorial table down because it's having activity in our home. What do you think?
No, you don't need to take it down. It won't cause any problems.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That came in fast. It's very important for you to understand that you're in control of your environment, and this is for everyone out there. If you feel threatened by spirit, you will attract threatening situations because like attracts like. All you need to do is bless the space, claim the space. You're on the physical plane. They're not. God bless, Kalita.
Thank you. You too, Laura. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Bye. Okay, we do have a couple of other donations. There's Sharon. I'll get to you, Sharon, later. Because you have a live question. We've got Anna here who is waiting patiently. Hello, Anna. How are you this evening?
Hi, Laura. I think there was a mistake. I was actually holding for a life question. I don't want to take up.
Okay, I'll put you back on. I'll put you back on hold then, honey. I'll try. Yeah. Okay. And let me just go down here. Can I fix that for her? Yeah. Let me see if I can. I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to get to you, but I will try to. Okay. Oh, and by the way, everyone, if I don't get to you and you need a reading, oh, what a concept. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you can see how to book a session private with me. Okay, so it looks to me like Lily over here is waiting for an other side connection. Hopefully I haven't misconstrued that. Lily, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, sweetie?
I'm good.
Okay. Are you calling in for a live question or another side connection?
Another side connection.
Okay. All right. The first thing, and thanks for joining the mailing list, Lily. First thing I do feel is a mother figure for you, and that could mean grandma or aunt or your own mother or something, someone like a mother. And this particular person seems to have more fleshier, more overweight, full figured. Okay, say it like that, full figured. I actually see her face. She's giving me a very clear and distinctive face. There's a little bit of furrowing in the brow area, almost as if there's a lot of light in. There is actually light coming in from the left side. What's her ripe is coming on the left side of what I'm looking at. Her hair has some salt in it, like it's lighter, from graying or white hair coming into a darker hair. This original, it's more on the medium length side. Seems to have some kind of a bang or something going on in the not flat on the head, but bangs or something there going off to the side, and then something coming down, and then there's like a curl or something at the bottom of the hair that's almost like a flip or something like that. It's like a little wider there. It kind of smooths out. The hair has a bit of texture to it or a little bit of frizziness to it, but looks like she's trying to straighten it or something like that. She's a homemaker type. I see her washing dishes. She's got an apron on, and she's very fond of you, she says. And she says to me, you're the only one. In some way, you're the only one of your kind or the only one of distinctive nature in the family. I don't know what the only one it just now is. Now, from what I'm saying, can you understand this lady, please, from anyone you would know?
I believe so.
Okay, well, let's continue with the only one then. Oh, there's also a male or figure to her, which means she's either your father's mother, or that your mother has a brother, which would mean you have an uncle. Do you understand, please?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's on your father's side, to be honest with you. She's strict disciplinarian. She wasn't around you enough growing up. She apologizes for that. She feels badly about it. Okay, she feels very, very badly because she never got her hands on you, you little sugar you. She wished she could have been around you more. And now she's saying it. She says she didn't say it enough when she was on Earth because she was afraid. And I don't know of what. I'll find out. She was afraid of upsetting people's feelings because she was going to interfere with something. So it was more politic or more politically correct for her to keep her distance or not come by as often as she would have liked. Do you understand that? Does it make sense to you, please, Lily?
Yes.
Okay. She said she wasn't allowed around the house as much as she would have liked, and it would have been difficult for her to make the arrangements on her own. She would have had to really forge a new path in the family and also, taking full responsibility for getting herself there, which was difficult for her. She didn't have the kind of mobility like to just get in a car and drive wherever she wanted. It costs money, and there seems to be some distance involved. Do you understand, please?
I did, but now I'm confused with the distance.
Okay. Well, let's just say there's separation involved from you to her. And it feels, I have to say it like this, that she would have liked to have been there more often, but she couldn't just get herself, even if she lived close to you, she couldn't get herself to where you were. She needed somebody either to drive her, or she didn't have the independence to do that, whatever it would have been.
Okay.
Okay, understand?
I got you.
Yeah. She loves you very much. And she's sorry because she says now that she's in spirit, it was in part her fault and her responsibility, because she could have pressured others to get her there more often, but she chose not to. She says that you may not understand this, Lily, but I do need to say that it feels like she's saying to me, and it's interesting when, as a medium, we get messages that are words, but we also get feelings and a lot of other information with the transmission. There's a sense of her being saddened or taking responsibility for being self-indulged. Like she could have gone out of her comfort zone to have made more of an effort to see you, but she didn't. And she feels badly about that because she says you're the sweetest little doll in the world. And she missed her time when she was on Earth to spend as much time with you as she would have liked. She seems to have a taller or more statuesque kind of physique than the average. I see straight, her legs are thinner. Remember I said she was corpulent in the rib, I didn't say where, but she looks fuller in the face area and full in the chest area. Now I see her legs are kind of thin. It's kind of cute the way she's showing me them, because you probably never saw them much because they're probably under a skirt or whatever. She showed me her legs. And she doesn't tell me much else. I could probably probe a bit, but I just want to see if there's anything you want to ask, love.
Is she around me now?
Okay, that's a good question. Let's see what she says, because I could go in a myriad of directions. Grandma? There's an M with this person, like grandma, mom. I can't get it. It's like Monet or mommy or Mana. I don't know what it is, but there's an M there. And I feel a heaviness in my chest. I just want to add that in. Okay. Okay, you understand. Okay. Heaviness, can't breathe, particularly right side of chest. Whew, out of breath. Okay, Mom. You don't have to do that to me, Grandma. Woo! Now, are you with or around Lily? Yes, of course, she says. That's the whole point of this, is that I've been coming in more often now to make up for what I didn't do when I was on Earth. And she says, I'm around your bed, I'm around your bedroom. It feels like you have a new arrival or child. Yes? Do you understand? A son to you, please.
A new arrival? No.
Do you have a son? A child?
I have a daughter.
A daughter, okay. But she's not a new arrival. She's been around for a while.
Oh, no.
Okay.
She's an old arrival.
Did Grandma know her? Your child? Did she know her?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Well, I see the child also in Grandma's thoughts, and she's just bringing that up also. That she's coming around. She comes around. She just teases you. Actually, she says to tease you, and just to say hello. Sometimes you might feel her energy. She's a lot. Huh?
Something touches me often.
Right. And I was about to say that it's like a tease almost. And you might even feel her around your hair or your head more than other places, because she's bringing me to that.
My hair, always.
There you go. And she's teasing you. She's just teasing you to get your attention, let you know she's there. And she's so happy, by the way, that you know she's there. Because that was a big mistake she made when she was on Earth, that she wasn't there enough. So she's so happy that you know she's there, and she says she'll come around more often if you let her.
Okay.
Okay, sweetie?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. God bless. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and so I'm now going to go to regular life readings. I'm going to go to Anna. Well, let me see here. I should go to Sharon first because she made a donation, then I'll go to Anna. Okay, I'm coming to you, Sharon. Thank you so much for your donation, honey. God bless. How are you this evening?
I love your show. Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great, love. And thank you for loving our show. And what can I do for you this? Oh, thank you. What can I do for you this evening?
Yeah, you did give me a mediumship reading at one time, by the way, and they answered the question in the mediumship reading. My grandmother answered the question that what was on my mind, just to let you know that. Okay. So,
yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Go ahead, honey. Ask your question now.
Okay. My question is, do you I'm working, but it's not the job I'm in. It's a contract job. I'm still looking for the job that I want.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, are they going to keep me where I'm at right now because it is decent money with benefits? And am I going to find the job I'm really looking for?
Well, the first answer is yes. You're going to be kept where you are as long as you want to be there.
They're going to keep me there.
They will keep you there. And you don't want to be there, I think. Are you bored with that? Because I feel this sense of, ugh, like I'm done with this.
Yes. I took it. It's a temp job, but it's decent money and it's paying my. So I'm grateful. I go in there every day, Sharon. Don't be bored. Be grateful you have a job while you're looking. That's what I say every day when I go in there. But yes, it's boring.
It is very boring. But they'll keep you there as long as you can be there. Let me see the new thing that you want to get. That's less likely, and I think it's because we need to refine something about you and the way you're going about this. Something in you needs to be adjusted about what you're looking for, and that will bring it in. But your current energy is you're blocking yourself somehow, and I'm going to find out in a moment. Let me see what that could be. What is she doing? Sharon blocking. You're okay. You're a little. Okay, one of the first things, you're too eager, and so you get in your own way to get the job. Maybe when you're going on an interview or whatever, I don't even know if you are or not, I didn't even check that, but I get the sense that you're anxious and you're blocking your flow. So you need to be more relaxed about it. Okay, more relaxed about it. That's going to come in turn. When you go literally for an interview. Yeah, but also in terms of energy placement, when we are comfortable that something is on its way, we don't block our flow. We allow things in. When we get anxious, we block the flow. So Spirit wants you to know you just need to have the attitude of eventually it will be coming in for me. But it doesn't feel like it's going to happen right away, the exact right opportunity for you. It feels, please don't get upset with me, but about a year out, that's going to fall into your lap.
Goodness.
I know,
Okay.
I know. But it's going to fall into your lap, and it's going to be ideal for you, for your talents, your skills, and what you've been thinking of wanting to do for many years. It's all going to, and the money will be right as well. It seems that you've had opportunity to do what you want, but the money wasn't always there. In this case, you will be paid as well as enjoy what you're doing. You understand, please? Does that make sense to you before I continue?
Yeah, I do. It does.
Okay. Now, there's something more that you can start preparing better for this, maybe because it feels like you're trying to do something that, I don't know if it would be your own business. You wouldn't get paid for maybe something that's really exciting and fun and juicy. Reminds me of something in the metaphysic field, actually, but it feels like it's creative. Okay, they tell me it's very creative, and that you have to be your own person to do it. You do now have the skill level, but you don't have the situation lined up properly, and they don't come that often. So you have to really kind of shake the tree of life, woo, and get that low-hanging fruit falling into your face from the tree of life, and that's done with energy. To get all the planets lined up correctly, to get what you want, you have to change the attitude. You have the skills. It's just to get everything coordinated so you can be paid for that. So what they want you to do then is to do regular meditation. I hear the word tedious coming into your mind as I say meditation, but you should do some kind of meditation that will allow you to relax and visualize your success. Relax, visualize your success, and just pray for it. The best way to do that, go to meditation. You can get one on YouTube or something, and then say an affirmative prayer like, thank you, God, for providing me this wonderful and whatever it is you want. In other words, you're thanking Spirit for already giving you what you want, and you'll release the anxiety that way. Make sense?
It does. It makes sense.
Okay.
It's going to keep me there until I find it, right?
Well, you could do things to speed it up. You could do things to speed it up. So right now you're secure. You can do things to speed it up, like be more secure in getting it. You also need to line things up. So just keep going on those interviews. It could come in sooner rather than later. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Anna, and then I'm going to bring Susie on because I want to thank her and have her announce her show. But I do need to go to Anna first. Well, no, let me do Susie. Okay, Susie, I'm going to go to you, love. How are you, darling?
Hello, my dear. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I've missed you.
Uh,
I've missed you, and I'm going to tell you, with all your callers online and in the chat room, that I'm just so happy that you've returned to this show. It's just a wonderful, wonderful show, and everybody seems to love it. So it's all good now.
Oh, thank you, honey. And so I want you to announce your radio show again so people know about that.
Okay, thank you. I have my show's called Law of Attraction for Love with Susie B, and I broadcast on Mondays from 3:30 to 4. So if you have any questions, just call in, and I'll be happy to answer them for you.
And that would be Eastern Time on Blog Talk Radio.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweetie. So I look forward to seeing you later on. By the way, everybody, we have a channeling class going on. Susie B will be there with me later. If anybody's interested, I'm going to let you go, honey. If anybody is interested, thank you. If anybody's interested in learning, to develop, I call it your magical mind, your miracle mind, your psychic mind. If anybody is interested in that, I have classes online. Anybody can attend them, and I've had people from all over the country and even Canada. Could be all over the world if they wanted to, but so far it's just been Canada and US, different time zones. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and item 3 will place you through to the page for that. Coming to Anna, who's been so patient. Hello, Anna.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, honey. What can I do for you?
My question is related to I'm trying to relocate from Washington, D.C. To Virginia Beach by the end of December. I've been putting out my resume.
Just give me the question. Just give me the question,
okay.
So I don't know too much. I don't want to know too much, honey. Go ahead.
So I'm just wanting to know if you see me getting a job and relocating by the end of December.
No, it won't happen that soon. You're going to have to wait for something to line up for you. And they also say don't be in such a rush. Things come in their time. You don't have any reason I know you're not comfortable where you are. I know you're not happy where you are. That's what they're telling me, your guides. But you will get more. It feels like within the first 3 months of 2015, things will line up for you. And just one of the reasons, I know it's going to sound a little weird, that your spirit has kind of placed you in a holding pattern. They're holding you there. Or your soul is holding you there is another way of looking at it. The reason is that you're supposed to be growing in some way where you are. There's some kind of lesson. It's about, they're telling me temperance. Interesting. Temperance, temperament, and learning how to let go. You're working on that on a soul level right now, and you're going to remain where you are for a little while longer until you've gotten that lesson. And it will come, thank goodness, automatically, because you're going to have to be patient for now. But okay, because everything's not going to line up properly. I think the job mostly won't be there for you until the early part of next year. Okay. They're not.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the right job for you is going to be there. It just didn't open up yet, so don't despair. It just didn't open up yet. Whoever's in that job now, you'll be taking somebody else's place. There's just going to be some kind of delay in getting them out of their position before they can get the right person in. And the new place you're going to will be so wonderful for you. Not only the location, but the job. The people who are hiring you will be so happy to have you because you're very skilled and you're going to be just perfect for the job that it will be well worth waiting for. So I just want to give you that added little thing to have hope, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Again, if anybody wants a private session with me, just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you can arrange for a private session with me. Okay, I'm going to Ola, my friend from California. Hey, Ola, how you doing, sweetie?
Hi, Laura. Welcome back.
Nice
to hear you again.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a mistake leaving this show. By the way, I want to tell everybody, Blog Talk Radio is great. You have a lot of control over your show, and that's the main thing. I have a lot of control over what I do here. And I can say to a caller, I can say no if I have to. You may not be able to do that elsewhere. Okay, sweetheart, so what's going on? I know. Just give me the question now. Don't give me too much detail, okay? Just the question, love.
Just decided to try looking to meet new people, and wondering if you see a relationship happening anytime soon.
Sure. Let's see what we got for you. So now you're in that
Okay.
you're in that position. You were looking to move ahead. It's I think it's in the software industry startup. I said I saw a lot of entertainment around it, which means social media probably. Is it in social? I'm just curious. Is the startup, is it in social media? A software version of that?
No, they do. I think it's human resource stuff. Actually, I don't really know. It might be actually.
Well, let me just say this: they probably are using social media for human resources in some way. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay. Yeah,
Like that.
because I got that.
Software for human resource.
Oh, okay, perfect. But it's not just for them; it's for reaching out. Okay, so let's go to you in love. That's a good sign, but it's a good sign that you're asking about that because it means you feel settled finally. You know, you got yourself into a pattern. Got yourself a nice little apartment, I see. Holy crap, there's a cat fight going on the back. Susie, you're going to have to take this. Susie will do your reading for you if she's here. Hold on for a second. Let me see if we can get her. There's a cat in the back that's screaming. And let me get Susie on.
Okay.
Susie, can you please try to answer a question on there's a cat fight out back? She's
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put myself on hold.
All right. Sorry about that, Paula.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what was your question now? She said, go ahead with your question.
Oh, it's just a relationship question. If she finds thing coming up soon for me.
Okay, let me look into that. Yes, I'm getting a yes on your relationship coming in
Oh goodness.
soon, and let me get you a timeline for that, so that you can get excitedly prepared.
Oh, hold on one second. I just want to say, Susie B. Susie B. Susie B.
Yeah.
I'm here, but you can finish what you were doing. I just want to let you know everything's okay. I'm here. Finish what you were doing, and then I'll come back and put in my 2 cents for Ola. I'll be right back. I'm going to listen now, honey. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, we've got a relationship coming in for her, and I'm actually asking the guide when she should be expecting this, and it is going to be sometime around in March. So
Okay.
I will leave you with that, and I'll let you see what Laura has for you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, hon. Good luck with that.
Thank you, Susie. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh my God, I apologize to you and everyone else. I'm going to have to not let my cat have access to the backyard. Now, I'm not connected to Susie B. There you are, Ola. There you are. Okay, sorry about that, honey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to. I have a cat, as you can tell, and I open the door in the back to let her out in the evening. And there's a neighbor's cat that's very aggressive, and they got into a fight. But anyway, it's okay now. Thank you. So let's go to you now. What I saw last is I saw you in a small apartment. Very nice apartment. Okay, love it. It's very nice and modern design there. You did very lovely things with the space, by the way. I don't know why they're showing me that, but okay. Just let me see why they're giving me all this to do with love. I don't know. You like your home. Oh, okay, get it. So are you going out at all, honey? Because I'm feeling you're not going out enough. Okay, you're very pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, I just started to. I work at an events company, so I'm going out more.
Oh, cool. All right, wonderful. Yeah, because you haven't been going out, you've been staying home a lot. I guess just to kind of get things together. So now that you're getting out more, I do feel that there is somebody. I see him. He's kind of like, I hope that you like this kind of guy. I'm pretty sure you do because they're telling me that you would. He's got he's very multifaceted. He looks like, I see him from many different angles. I see him in a business suit, but then I see him cool and relaxed and casual. He's slender. He's kind of smart. He's kind of aware. He kind of insight. He's a very interesting kind of guy. Quiet. And that he will be moving into your sphere. I don't think, though, through the social thing that you were doing. Remember the hosting or whatever it was you were doing. I don't think through that as much as through other activities you're going to be doing with friends, and that you do need to get out. And so he will come in, but you do need to get out a little bit, make a little effort. It's never hard for you to attract a man. It's just that your whole life's been in flux for a while. So let's just see now when. Oh, Susie already gave you a date. I think her date is correct. Let me just feel my own feel in this.
March.
We're in November. We get December. This is for all next 3 months. Next 3 months you'll be with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, just get out. Just get out. Follow your interests, okay?
Just get out.
All right, love.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry about that. Thank you, honey.
That's okay.
Oh, Susie, I got to thank you so much for that. Thank you, honey. Okay, so I'm going to go to Kimberly. And just a little reminder, we have a couple minutes left. That's great. That if anybody would like a private session with me, just simply go to spiritmediumtv.com. I promise to not be interrupted by cats during our private session. And you can book a private session there, spiritmediumtv.com. And also, if you join the mailing list, you can either give it to Susie B, or you can go right there, spiritmediumtv.com, and join the mailing list. It's on the upper right of that screen. And you're in to win. You're in to win a free session. Every month I do another drawing. Okay, going to Kimberly. Hi, where are you located right now? I hear all this whooshing sound in the background.
Oh, sorry. I'm driving home from work. I live in Boca Raton, Florida.
Oh, okay. I try to get people focused when they have their reading, not in a car moving around or, washing dishes or what have you. But we'll try to help you out, Kimberly. So go ahead and ask your question, love. And just for next time, please try to always be somewhere where you're as much important to the reading as the medium is, or the psychic. Okay, go ahead and give me your question, love.
Okay, I am aware that I have some sort of gift. I'm just not exactly sure how to embrace it or deal with it, and it's been scaring and freaking me out. I just don't know what to do or what the gift is, and I was hoping you could help me.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we get for you, Kimberly. Hold on one second. Oh, did your mother have this gift also, sweetheart?
It's really funny. I didn't know that until the other day when I was discussing this with her. I've always been scared too because everyone tells me I'm crazy, but she said that she does have some sort of a gift.
Yeah, exactly. I just heard that. She never gave you okay, so she never gave you an idea about it. It's a mixed message if you have a gift but you don't talk about it. And in your environment growing up, it wasn't spoken about, nor was it looked upon well. It wasn't looked upon at all, really. It's something to be. It's something unusual in your family or in your social setting. And so that's one of the reasons that you're upset by it. But I want to see if there's any other reason, honey. Kimberly, hold on. Okay, so do you feel that one of the things I get is that sometimes you feel like energy is moving things or moving you, like as if things are out of control? And I mean literally, like there's sometimes things kind of like happen, like there's a wind thrust or there's something moved around you.
Yes.
Okay.
Very frequently.
Yeah, it's almost as if you have telekinesis, or that you have this, I don't even know what to call it. I've met other people like that. It comes through in readings sometimes. Okay, so the only thing you really need to do is you need to develop it, and then you'll understand it more. But your gift is a little different than other people's, so I'm just going to see if I can give you what that is. It's knowing things about people, but it's the energy part of it that freaks you out a little bit. What does this mean when things move? When it seems like as if there's a spirit or something around you that's moving things or churning things or rushing things or slowing things or setting things up. It's not a spirit, really. It's your misplaced energy. So what they want you to do is to develop your psychic gift, and then it will all settle down. It will all settle down. You're not being haunted. There's no poltergeist around you or anything like that. It's just that you have ability, and it's bottled up in you. And when you don't channel it properly, it goes crazy around you. Okay? So it's your energy,
Yes.
right? So what you need to do is take development classes. Okay, take psychic development classes and then start to use it in constructive ways. Even if you don't change your job, you can still use it in your day-to-day life. Now, do you do something where you're working with people in a counseling or advisory capacity, honey?
No,
What do you do for a living, love?
I'm a poker dealer.
Oh, wow. Holy crap. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's a cute pun. Holy crapshoot. Oh, that could really.
On top of like the things moving around, like I have these weird instant feelings and visions that usually happen within the next few hours.
Yeah, well, I said that to you. I said, didn't I say it was channeled to me? You know things about the future. Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't know how to control it. It just makes me really nervous.
Well, that's the point is you're not supposed to learn how to control it. You're supposed to learn how to channel it, manage it, use it. It's like as if, yeah, this is going to be a really odd metaphor, but I think you can relate. Imagine you had a pimple, okay, and it had a lot of pus in it, okay? You got to get the pus out so the pimple can heal. So you have to get this energy understood. You have to use it, especially in your work. I mean, geez, that could be very disruptive. Plus, you're probably hanging, the energy in a casino is very, it's a low vibration. Okay, so you're going to have to take some development classes, honey. So see what you can find near you. You're here in you're here in Southeast Florida. Just get one of those magazines, Natural Awakenings, and find yourself a class, and do it like that. I recommend you find a class that's close to you, and that will help a lot. You'll learn how to manage it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless, love. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, I want to thank everybody for calling in this evening. I will do the same thing next Monday night. Beginning of show is only mediumship, which worked out well this evening. Thank you, God. And the second part of the show are life readings. And if you want to join the contest to win a free reading, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the right is the entrance form to get on my mailing list, which also puts you in the contest to win. All this happens again next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for an hour. And last but not least, if you want a session with me, a private session, they are available. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you can book a private session with me. Everybody have a beautiful, blessed day or evening, wherever you are. And I want to thank you all for calling in, and much love to everyone and much happiness to everyone. Namaste.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye. 90 seconds.